All right, guys, so my son's birthday is coming up in a couple of days, and in case you couldn't tell by the intro, I got him an e-bike. Let me show it to you. This here is the C1 kids bike from Himiway. This is from their family series, and I'm a huge fan of e-bikes. I've done more than a couple reviews on these, and every time a company reaches out to me, I always ask if they've got a kids bike, because I would love to go riding with the whole family, and up until now, they've always said no. Now, this thing is basically a full-size e-bike, just shrunk down just a little bit. And to show you just how cool this bike seems, let me get this side by side with the bike that it's replacing. So here we are next to the MX350 Razor that he's been using for a couple of years. And although they're about the same size, they really couldn't be more different in design. They both have a 350 watt motor, although the Razor uses a 24 volt chain driven one, while the C1 uses a 350 watt hub direct drive motor. The Razor uses two 12 volt lead acid batteries, while the Himiway uses a 36 volt lithium ion battery pack. They both have the brake on the left handlebar, but the Razor uses a cable driven one that I've had to adjust a couple of times, while the C1 has a hydraulic disc rear brake setup, similar to the same one that I've got on all of my e-bikes. The Razor is rated at a 140 pound rider, while the C1 is rated at a 165 pound rider. Let me show you one last difference that I think is really cool. When you turn this on, we'll put it up on the kickstand here so you can see. There's the throttle. So you can hear how loud that chain is, and then you've only got basically an on-off switch. There's no progression to the throttle at all. It's either on or it's off. Now, let's get the Himiway turned on. You've got your power button on the top here. And then you can change your settings with this bottom button right here. So you can see we are on the first speed setting, there's the second, and there's the third. So we'll go to the first, we'll lift the tire up off the ground here, and then watch this throttle. It's like a progressive throttle here. So you can give it just a little bit, or you can give it a little bit more. So you can see we're going up to 7 miles per hour in the first speed. And you can see how smooth that is. So let's go ahead and go to speed number 2. Now we're at about 12 miles per hour, and then all the way. But this is it at full speed. Listen to that motor, super quiet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this hidden so I can surprise my son with it when he gets home from school, and then we'll take this thing out and see what it can do. You know what I just realized is that I'm under 165 pounds, so I should probably test it out first, you know, for safety. So let's see what it can do. Oh, jeez. 9 miles an hour. Dang, this thing is boogie. Holy cow. Whew. Okay. I can't have too much fun. I get this thing put away. Dude, that thing can boogie. All right, bud, your eyes still closed? Yeah. All right, open them up.
Wow! Can I ride it right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me show you how it works. So this is max speed, 15 miles an hour. And then go ahead and hit that brake, and then you'll see it stop.
That's cool.
Got it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What about this?
Oh, that's your bell. Nice. Got it? All right, I'll meet you around back. So we've got this little dirt track in our backyard. It's nothing too fancy, at least not yet. I do plan on building it up once we get our backhoe running, but that'll be a project for this spring. Now I have to imagine if you've made it this far in the video that you've got kids and you're considering maybe getting an electric bike for them. So I'll try and be as straightforward with this product review as possible. It took him about 10 minutes or so to go from the first speed setting to the second, and then another 5 minutes before he was all the way on top speed, and that's pretty much where he keeps it now. But he does have quite a bit of experience with that other electric bike that he's had for a couple of years. Once we rode around for about 30 minutes in the backyard, he felt comfortable enough to go ahead and hit the actual streets. What was funny was that he thought that the battery would be dead because he's used to a battery that only lasts about 30 minutes. And I kept showing him the little battery monitor, and he'd say, "Whoa, there's still 5 bars." So we hit the road. All right, so I'm ahead of him here on my Class 3 bike that maxes out at 31 miles per hour and has 5 speed settings, but I'm in the third setting that maxes out at 14.7 miles per hour, and he was able to gain on me. Both our speedometers looked the same, so I can confirm that you can do 15 miles per hour on the C1, at least with a 70-pound rider on it. So let's talk about cost. The price for this bike is currently $799, which is almost exactly in between the Razor that you saw earlier and the electric bike that I'm on. And as far as build quality goes, it is right up there with the absolute best e-bikes that I've seen. I've got no complaints there whatsoever. Now, the good folks over at Himiway, they did give me a coupon code to pass on to you. That will save you $150 if you're looking to buy one of these. Full disclosure, I think I get a small kickback on that, but I don't make these videos for the kickback. I make them because I actually like e-bikes. Well, really, I like anything with a motor.
How about I race you back, but you can only be in speed 3. I won. Woo! Just barely I won. I still have 5 full bars.
So you can hear in his voice how excited he is that he still has 5 bars. Little man was getting so sad that his bike kept dying on him and it took forever to charge. So the fact that he was able to ride in the backyard for 30 minutes and then go on a 4-mile loop and still have 5 bars just meant the absolute world to him. Now don't worry guys, this channel is not turning into one that is all about e-bikes. I do have a couple full customization builds coming up, but it takes me a long time to make those videos and I'm still in the process of finishing up the projects and then I've got to edit them. So stay tuned for that. See you guys later.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.